Hello and welcome to another class of AVME Biosciences. This is Abhishek with you. So today I'll be talking about how to choose a PhD supervisor and complete your PhD. So as I am a PhD holder and few years back I was in your situation, I had to choose a supervisor for my PhD. That time I had to face several difficulties and I don't want to happen to you guys. That's why I prepared this video. So here I'll be giving you few suggestions, whatever I'm thinking, and I hope it will definitely help you if you follow these suggestions. So let's start. So my first suggestion is shortlist your supervisors. Don't just go or jump into the conclusion right away after listening from someone else or just visiting the profile from the institute or the website. So first of all, choose at least 5 persons and compare their educational background and expertise. These days it is very important to think outside the box. So don't expect to meet a perfect supervisor in a snap of a finger. You have to do your part in researching for prospects and before making a decision. Second is read their best publications, because through their publications you will be knowing the person and their field of the research, what the particular topic or what the particular field is in expert of. So for that, the best way to identify whether a supervisor is close fit to your own is through their publications. It could be some journal articles, textbooks or blogs. Unfortunately, just because your prospects look present in their academic profile doesn't mean they're angels sent from the heaven. So some can look deceivingly meek but are actually terrors when it comes to thesis supervision. Trust me guys, it is very true. Of course, personal biases can also add a different mix to your thesis experience and you don't want that to happen. That's why go through their publications. It is very essential. So make sure that your prospective supervisor has a proven track record. So don't just go through that the scientist is appointed in a very good institute doesn't mean the scientist is good or the supervisor or the professor is good. So that's why you have to ensure that supervisor has a proven track record. So getting a PhD can be very isolating. Considering the rigid process of PhD completion, you will need someone who can motivate you on a regular basis, and that is your supervisor. Because there are very ups and downs. Whether you are strong or weak, you will need someone who knows what he is doing. So don't forget to check whether your potential supervisor has experience in supervising a related topic. Remember that a good supervisor must be able to guide you through your thesis journey and supplement your lapses with a professional feedback. So don't settle for less just because you ran out of choices. So it's a very important suggestion. Next one is make an appointment to meet personally. I know everyone will not allow you to meet personally or it is very difficult to meet personally, but if you have options, if you have a chance, go for it. Because there is no better way to know how your next 4 years will be other than meeting with your supervisor in person. Meeting face to face will help you establish a good connection and a more thoughtful conversation. First of all, send a formal email letting your potential supervisor know that you are interested in supervisory roles. Introduce yourself and your research topic. Mention pertinent details about him that made you think why he is the right fit. Then indicate your contact details and your proposed time for a meetup. Plan an alternative. So always have a plan B, because most of the time plan A doesn't work in this field. So have a plan B, please. So PhD supervisors are extremely busy with too many students to handle and there are too many works at stake. So you need to develop a broad mind to accept refusals. In case your application is rejected, don't be disheartened. Avoid insisting on your schedule and refrain from firing off offensive messages as a revenge. It's a great mistake, guys, don't do that. Stand up and get your fingers working on your keyboard again. Start researching for alternatives while bearing in mind the qualities of your ideal supervisor. So understanding the chemistry. It's not the chemistry what are you thinking, it's not the lab chemistry. So actually the chemistry I'm talking about is not like what you have often seen in romantic movies. It is the kind of understanding that you have to develop to get through the complex educational process of getting a PhD degree. Because if you have a lot of disagreements with your supervisor, your thesis will surely end up a mess. And your relationship with your supervisor plays a major part in the success of your thesis. This means that your work is more likely to prosper if you are on the same page with your supervisor. So, if it's possible for you, try to understand the chemistry. So, find someone who can communicate regularly because you need total guidance. Your relationship with your supervisor will continue to evolve throughout the process. It can either prosper or deteriorate as your different obstacles come in the way. For example, you might have shortlisted a prospect because he has a lesser workload. However, this supervisor later accepted a newer work assignment and you suddenly became a lesser priority. So when you screen your potential supervisor, make sure to ask about their ability to communicate. Set clear expectations on how often you will communicate with each other. So it's very, very essential. Communication. Without communication, your research will not get progress. So keep it in mind. Get ready to control. After you have done all the things, now you have to be in control. Why I'm saying this? Because writing a thesis is like sailing the sea. You are the captain of the ship and your supervisor is just a member of the crew. This means that when choosing a thesis supervisor, you must imagine yourself as a leader. Your supervisor is just there to guide, not to spoon feed you. Considering their busy schedule, you cannot expect them to be present all the time. You need to work on your research independently, using as much guidance as they can virtually give. Cultivate your relationship. It's very important. So once you have found your ideal supervisor, it is important to keep a good working environment. So make the best out of your supervisor by communicating on a regular basis. Always take the initiative to give updates on your progress, no matter how small it is. If both of you are extremely busy, I suggest that you set a schedule for submissions and feedback. Through this thing, your research will progress very much. Trust me. So last one is you have idea, and that idea should be used as a plan and get it done with the action. So the supervisor process is a two-way system. You cannot just leave everything on your supervisor's shoulder. You also need to play your significant role. Honestly, there is no wrong or right experience when it comes to your PhD journey, but your choice of PhD supervisor can make a difference. Because your PhD supervisor can make your career, your PhD supervisor can destroy your career. So choosing a PhD supervisor, if you want to be in the field of research, is very, 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 very essential. Trust me, guys. So be very much concentrate on your research purpose and as well as choosing the guide. Okay, so without the guide, you are just nothing. So wherever you go after doing PhD, you need recommendation letters, you need his or her guidance through your later part of it. I hope you have liked this video. So please subscribe to my channel for this much information. This type of information I will give you. More and more updates will come. So have a nice day and have a great PhD journey. Thank you.